All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Why? There's no need. First episode of the Escape Podcast. Shut up. Okay, so this is gonna be audio, and I don't think there's gonna be a second episode because I'm about to shoot my co-host here because he won't shut the hell up. But if you're wondering, shut up. Seriously, I'm trying.
It's the background music. What are you talking
There's
about?
no need for background music.
We can't have our own music on here. We'll get copyrighted. So I figured I'd add
Yeah,
it.
so shut up, because then the beat might sound way too close to.
That wasn't any. I don't
Hey,
know what that
I'm
was.
just
I'm
saying
making
it
that
might
up.
sound similar to something, and then we could get in trouble
So
for
this
it.
is the intro for the whole.
Yeah.
This is it.
All right.
That's how we're just starting
Yep.
off. Oh my god. All right.
So going back to what I was saying, if you're wondering why it's called Escape Podcast, I have told my co-host that we are two escaped convicts. So apparently I have to pay the bail if we ever get caught. But
That was my rule. I just wanted to let the people know.
it was not. It was I came up with it on my own. He's lying. He's full crap.
Dude, I said that it was the rule that if cops shut up on my door since we're recording here.
My parents would have to pay the bill.
Yeah.
You don't think I have enough? You don't think I have enough money to pay the
I
bill?
think I'll
now?
let you use your money to pay yourself out, to bail yourself out.
No,
Exactly.
I don't think we could do that. Well, no, we could pay my. No, can't you like pay your?
Okay, we're getting really off track. Are we gonna introduce who we are?
My name is Noah, and my
Oh,
co-host.
Bro, identity theft. We're
My-
escaped convicts. Oh my god.
So my name is Noah, and my co-host is Edward.
Yep, that's me. Eduard. Edward.
I feel like that was a dig at my how I spell my name.
No, it was just no.
I don't know. Sounds like-
All right. Anyways,
that was so
Dude, why
uncalled for. That was so
Man,
uncalled
what are
for.
we doing? All right.
Anyway,
This is the first episode, so thank you all for at least clicking on the first episode. To
if
see
you
what
don't
this is
click
all
on it, by
about.
the way, I hate you. I hate you. I'm joking. I don't hate
It's
you.
okay. Edward can hate you, but I won't, because
Wait, hang on. Has it been 2 minutes
gotta-
yet?
you gotta hang on. No.
Oh damn. Oh. No, I don't think they'll get mad for that. That's like a mild.
Yeah, no, I don't think that one. I'm just like something like.
I just wanna like, as soon as it hits 2 minutes, you have to let me know.
No, dude. I'm not just letting you go off the hook.
No, I have to, man. I'm saying that's so dumb. We can't. You have to let people express how they feel.
Okay. Well, you can
Something-
do that in a appropriate way for now.
No, sir.
Okay.
I would express how I feel.
All right. You do you, man.
Okay. So I do want to talk about this. You want to explain what happened there at work?
Oh yeah. So okay, well I'm gonna try and be as like
Discreet.
discreet as possible. So yeah, basically my job, so what I do at work, over Christmas break they were going to apparently let me go because they couldn't pay enough of the workers to stick around. So I was like, okay, well, this is some large company. What do you mean you don't have the money to pay all of us to stick around? And so instead of letting me go, they switched me to what's called an on-demand employee. So basically, like, I can pick up shifts if other people drop them, or like they can text me and ask me if I want to work, and I can be like, yes or no. So yesterday, I get a text from one of the people in the HR department, and they're like, hey, do you want to work? It's some Tuesday in like 2 weeks. And I was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I'm available, like at night because it was during the week, so I have school during the day. And she was like, okay, cool. So she was like, are you gonna be able to go and work basically at a different store? And so I was kind of like, what? Like, what do you mean? I don't want to go and work at a different store because like the people at the one that I'm currently working at, like half of them don't even know my name. I've been working there for like a few months, which is kind of sad.
But then what would be the difference then if like nobody knows your
It'd
name?
just be like all like just the numbers and passwords and stuff. I'd have to learn like a whole new set of stuff just for like one 4 hour shift.
Would you have to do that?
Yeah, I would, because you'd have to log into like all like the phones that they use and whatever. It's a different like number for each store location. The
Oh,
passwords
okay.
are all different. So that was gonna I didn't really feel like doing that. And plus the store that she wanted me to go and work at was 45 minutes away. I just found that out today. I was because I didn't really want to drive 45 minutes away compared to like 10 minutes down the street. So basically, yeah. So that's what she texted me last night. And so I get to work today and I hear her talking with my department manager about like the HR lady was like, "Yeah, I texted him last night, and he wasn't like, asking him if he was available." And so I assumed that they were talking about me, but uh, yeah, so I just assumed that they were talking about me, and so they were like, "Yeah, like he needs to work, like, because if he's not working, or if he doesn't want to pick up shifts and work, then like, peace out. We're just gonna let him go." And so I overheard that and I'm like, oh shoot. Well, last night they just texted me, so they must be talking about me. It's like my whole shift at work today. I was like, man, I'm getting fired, aren't I? I was like, but hey, good grief. Like good riddance though if I do. Cause like it's so
So also that what didn't make sense to me is that when you texted me about this earlier, I was like,
I sent you a
eh,
lot of texts, which
well,
I
yeah,
apologize. They were all very long texts because I was
it
just
wasn't that long. I skimmed through it, but like if you're on demand, how can they get mad at you
I know.
for not
Yeah,
working
I know.
that much?
Because it's not up to them. Like I pick my hours basically. So like, why does it matter that I'm not picking up shifts? Which doesn't make sense because like the last 2 weeks I put in like almost 30 hours. So
Oh, okay.
I was like, what are you complaining for?
I have a feeling that somebody should be like, "Oh, he's complaining too much." It's just like okay. Whenever you told me about like 45 minutes away, you do understand like some people in their life will never like won't be like as lucky as some people who is like
Yeah,
10 minutes
no,
down the road
I
from
I
work.
know that. And like I've told you many times, like, oh yeah, like I'm so spoiled that
Yeah,
everything I've
like
had to do is
every
within like 10 minutes of
is
my
like
house.
literally I don't get
Yeah.
it. I was like, so you've never like you've never had to travel anywhere for sports. Have you never had to do that before?
No, no.
So like whenever like you were playing like baseball as a kid,
Yeah.
you've never had to. Where
I
did
did
you even play baseball?
at the Ozzie Smith baseball park. That's like past the Hoots ballpark stadium. That's where I played.
So you've never gone past that point.
No. Well, no,
That's
we did
so
have to travel to
bad.
St. Paul sometimes, but like that wasn't bad at all.
That's not. That's like that's like a 10-minute drive from where we are.
Yeah. So it
That
was
is
it was
so.
never bad. I never had
So
to
like
go anywhere
you.
far.
So so you've never had to like travel like your sister does for softball.
No, no. My sister, no, she goes everywhere for softball. Like they travel to different states because she's on a select team. I was just on a recreational team. So like ours was just for fun and they're just like serious, I guess.
Wait, what about? So you're telling me the first time you've ever had to travel was mainly for like marching band?
Yeah, I
Whenever
guess.
you had to do something was just for marching band.
Yeah, I guess. And like those were all fun because like you stayed there during the day of like where you drove to and got to like hang out for the day until it was time to come home.
And
And
have
like that's kind of what
us.
she does for softball is like she'll go down there almost all day, they'll have some games in the morning, a break, and then some in the afternoon. Then you just hang out with everybody. So, anyways,
Damn, you did that's insane.
yeah.
Cause like I remember like uh during middle school I had like swim competitions, and it would like take up my weekend.
Yeah.
Like oh my god, it would take up my weekend. Like I would leave at like Friday afternoon, and I wouldn't get back to like Sunday afternoon. And I'll be like, oh man, there goes my weekend. Well, I kind of didn't hate sometimes, but like
If you
that.
had lots of homework, then like when are you gonna have time to do
Well,
that though?
let's be honest here. I was never the type of
Yeah,
person to
that's
do my
true.
fucking homework. I was never that person. But like it was just it was just very like there was some like locations that I didn't mind. Like if I went to like this one college called Principia College, if I went there like for swimming, I love that pool and I love
Mhm.
like their like waiting area like compared to like a Hannibal YMCA. That was like Hannibal YMCA wasn't bad, but like like the drive up there was so slow, and then the parking is always bad because like it's on top of a hill, and then like there's not enough spaces for like five to 10 teams with like 300 plus people
Mm. Yeah,
on like
parking
combined
spaces.
all of us. So I'm like, there's not enough space, and then it always sucked because it's always in the winter. And holy, like I love cold pools. I love it whenever I'm swimming and the pool is cold. That is my favorite thing. But
Even
like,
if it's like cold in the building, because
it's
I
it,
would not want to hop into a cold pool if like the building that I was in was cold.
it's not like in a pool area. It's never cold in the pool area. In a pool area, it's always gonna be like warm whenever you
I guess
enter it.
kind of like warm and muggy,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of.
But like the temperature of the water when you get in, because like I like it because as soon as you get like, I want it so whenever you dive in the water, I want to be like wake up and then go and finish my
Yeah.
race. But like Hannibal was just way too cold for no freaking reason. Like it was just annoyingly cold. And it didn't help because they would open one of the doors, excuse me, leading outside to help like the what's it called? The spectators
Oh yeah.
to like they're like, oh, so they don't like freaking overheat or something. And I'm like, nah, close that door. It's like it is 30 degrees outside and I'm in the pool. It's like 60-degree water and I'm coming out and I'm like like freezing my ass off. I mean, it that funny enough, every single time I swam in that pool, I never had a bad race. Like I always like did well, but I still hated it because it was
Right. So
so
you
cold.
you can complain about the pool all you want, but then it's like
My the results
I
were
was never that bad.
the
Like my
results
results were
were
pretty good.
the results were never bad in that pool, but it was just like my fucking god, it is so cold. And then like they never like turned down the like it was obviously it was like in a heater because it was in the winter, during like in the gym,
Mhm.
but like it didn't matter whenever like the temperature of the pool was like that bad. So whenever like you go out to the gym where you're like waiting for your family or where your family's waiting and you're waiting for your next event and you're just sitting there, I'm like, what do I do now? And then it there it was just it just that pool I can I always hear like my coworker, he's a coach,
Mhm.
and then he's like he just had he like 2 months ago he had a meet at Hannibal and he goes like, man, that pool sucks. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I
Did
know.
you ever swim in it? And he's like, no, I never swam in it. And I was like, oh, okay, great. Screw you then. So you can't complain when the pool
Oh,
sucks. And I was like,
what? Yeah. What? I
well,
thought.
he was the coach, so he wouldn't be swimming. But like,
Oh, that's true. I
he's
missed that
never
part.
like, whenever he swam when he was younger, he swam for a team that was like the Wreck Black Sharks. That's what they were. I don't think uh somebody can get mad at me, but I don't think they ever went to Hannibal for a swim meet because like Wreck Black Sharks usually go for like bigger meets and stuff, in my
Right.
opinion. I mean, like not that we didn't, but like I don't think we ever went to like as high as like Wreck Black Sharks. Like I don't remember what they're called. Like it's like they were like D1 and like the YMCA were like D2.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's how it was. But it's so crazy to think that you have never gone like where
Yeah.
it's like an hour, like
Yeah.
minimum. Whenever I traveled like for a swim meet was like at least an hour.
Yeah. But like for marching band with like the hour long, hour plus long drives, like I never complained about the drives though.
Well, yeah, because like,
Like
you were surrounded
they
with
were,
people.
yeah, they were never bad.
That you
But I
well,
guess
I
like
only
if it was just
complain.
like my parent and I in the car, I'd eventually be like,
Yeah, no, I know. I slept. I slept.
yeah,
Like the if I didn't leave Friday afternoon, I would leave like Saturday morning at like 4:50 in the morning. Like
yikes,
we'd be
dude.
like we'd be already on the road. And I remember we always get breakfast burritos at freaking McDonald's. By the way, those slaps. If anybody agrees with me, I hate you. I'm joking. But like those were
You said
good.
agrees. You mean disagrees?
Oh yeah, disagree. Shout out, you know what I meant. But like it's just it was are you kidding me?
It just hit different at 5 in the morning.
Yeah, it did. But like say like if I traveled with like my teammates in a bus, right? And I was like there's no parents because like no offense, but like parents are kind of Debbie Downers sometimes. But if
When
you,
there's parents on the buses,
yeah,
yes, I would
yeah,
agree with that.
because like I want to be able to like when I know how I talk to like some of my friends. If my parents heard me, they'd been like, "What is wrong with you? You don't
Yeah.
say that kind of stuff." Like, but like, if it was just me and my parents driving there, but so that's why like I can't really compare marching band because you'd be surrounded by your like all your
It's
classmates, all your
completely
friends.
different.
It's like because it's just well, except for
Bus
the
ride, I guess you could say bus rides versus car rides.
yeah
They
bus
would
rides.
just be completely
But
different.
like I feel like if you try like some people like I remember traveled with what's it called? Like their mom drove a
Mhm.
group of a group of their friends, and then it wasn't they enjoyed their time, but like it was just me, my mom, my dad, my sister. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying bad anything bad to them at all. It was just like if I had to prefer traveling to like an event, I would probably prefer like with my classmates rather than with my family.
Right.
And also, I never really got to pick the music because it always had to be freaking country music. I like
Shout out
I
to the moms that only listen to country music.
dude, I can't I don't get it. Like the country music is so boring to me. And like my sister told me this whenever I had like a month phase where I kind of like country music. Anyway, I couldn't really say that because I kind of listened like the most basic ones.
Right.
And my sister was like, "Why are you listening to songs? I said, what's wrong with it?" And she goes like, "It sounds hot." And I'm like, "What?" He was like, "When you listen to country music, like it sounds hot. Like, do you ever notice that?" And I thought about it. I was like, "Oh my god, she's right." Like
Like
when
when
you,
you listen to it, you're like, "Oh, dang, that's pretty good." But if you hear other people listening to it, you're kind of like, "What
I
are you
was like,
doing,
it
man?"
feels so hot. Like, do you ever notice that? Like, it's like some songs. I can't think of any other song that I'm trying to think of, but like, um, I the only one like I if you listen to country music and you hear like that banjo like strum or like a guitar strum,
Mhm.
you always I'm like, oh my god, it sounds so hot. It feels like that typical like you're in the desert and you're just sitting there and I'm like basking in the sun for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, great, this is what it feels like. But I never really understood it until my sister was like, that's stupid. You know what I mean? She was like, don't ever listen to country music. And it's like, as she said, my sister has never liked my taste of music. Like she's
Mhm.
always hated it.
Same here.
You're a bitch, bro.
No, 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 no. I was
I
saying
was like, you telling me I
no, no,
have shit.
no.
That's what it sounded like
No,
to
I
me.
wasn't agreeing with your sister that you have bad taste. Saying my sister also hates my music taste. I was
Oh
saying it's
well,
that I'm in the same scenario
see, but like,
situation.
I can't like I can't have like what's it called? I don't have a specific music taste because like I can like you remember how you played like Guns N' Roses the other day,
Hmm.
and I loved it. And like I can like listen to that. I can listen to other like specific type of music tastes, and I could also listen to like rap, which I actually do,
Hmm.
and I could also listen like every now and then I'll listen to jazz. So like like my like music taste like of genres is like a whole list. You
Yeah.
know, I don't really have I can't say I have a specific ones. So whenever somebody says like I don't like your music taste, and I'm like you're just that's just I'm like
What specific section of
yeah
my
like what
music taste?
specific section? If you're talking about this
No, like
section,
my like depending on what I want to listen to during the day, heavily depends on like my mood for the day or whatever. Like if I am not feeling it for the day, I'm probably not going to listen to like rock music on my way to school or like I don't know, like listen like if I just pass a test or whatever and I'm like, "Dang, I'm feeling good about myself." I'm probably going to drive home listening to more like I
upbeat
don't
stuff.
know. Yeah, I guess you could say upbeat.
But like
I was trying to
well
think of some examples.
like in the morning I've noticed is that uh I always listen to like I don't know what you call Frank Sinatra style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Michael Bublé, Frank Sinatra, like that type of style music. I listen to that like in the morning and then or whenever I go
I'm
for a
probably
late night
very wrong, and
drive.
you all can correct me. Is it pop? Is it just pop
I
music?
think it's called pop. Well, because like when I look at his album, it usually says pop.
Mhm.
I don't know what it's called, but like I don't because whenever I think of pop, I think of what we have now.
Yeah,
I mean, like I know
but you gotta think like
there's
that was the pop, you know?
yeah that was the pop back then, but like but
But
like
maybe it's just like like that pop wasn't always like super crazy and high and upbeat. It was more like chill, and like Michael Bublé and Frank Sinatra, you know, they kind of have that relatively low toned voice,
I
so
say
it's kind of like soothing to listen to in the morning.
I call it like I think at one point I called it like jazzy Broadway New York and
Yeah,
like
that's another
Madison
good way
Square
to
Garden,
describe
and
it.
then like everybody's watching like fancy suit like concerts.
Yeah,
Like you know how like some artists now these days like they don't wear suits.
yeah, no, like
That's what
those artists,
those artists were
they would
like
wear suits
people
to a
who wear
concert.
like high end suits. That's what I think of whenever I like.
Classy.
Yeah, that's why I listen to it in like on the way to work or yeah on the way to work or like late night drives, and then like um one of our friends Tyler actually is like the one that I listen to that like that type of music more in the late night drives,
Hmm.
and that he also does the same things because I like he got me into Frank Sinatra. Like I always knew about his music, like My Way and then Fly Me to the Moon, but I've never listened to like any of his other songs
Hmm.
until like he told me about it. I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. So like I started like listening to it at night because it just feels nice. If it's like dead ass quiet in the road and you're playing his song and you blast it,
Yeah.
oh my god, it is so good. It's just like it's like you're by yourself and like you're in a whole different world. And then that's why I told you like you should try going for a late night drive. But I know you won't
Yeah.
because I don't know where I am.
I don't know where I am.
They just drive on like
I
frick.
suck at trying to navigate where I am
Dude,
during the day. I mean, like, how am I gonna do that at night?
dude, literally just drive on like Mexico Road or like Highway K or like I don't know on roads that you're familiar with all the time. Drive on those roads. That's how I started.
Hmm.
Um, because I've never that's how I started. Like, and then eventually you're gonna like start reaching out to the back roads, and when you realize it's the back roads, it's kind of scary at night because it's like
Yeah, because
the back roads, no lights,
there's no more lights anywhere.
but like, it's also really peaceful because like I've driven on Highway P a lot, and like in those back roads, like on the out roads like Highway Y and all that stuff, and then occasionally like in the summer when it's like hot, I'll roll down my windows and I'll turn off my music and I'll just hear the wind, and then like when I come to a complete stop and you just like dead silent and all you
Yeah.
hear is crickets, and I'm like, that's kind of nice, but also freaky.
Like, yeah, no, no, no. Like, I wanna talk about that. Like I wish it was normal for like people to just go to like a park like at night. I feel like nowadays if you were to go to a park, like just to kind of like walk around at night with like listen to music or whatever, and you see somebody else there, you're immediately gonna think of something negative. You're gonna think of like, bro, why are they also at the park? Like, what are they doing? Are they doing something suspicious or whatever? And
Well, I would not. I wouldn't walk around. I'd be more comfortable in my car.
yeah.
Like this, like walking around the park at night. It to me is like,
Okay,
what
well,
are you
no, no,
doing?
no. Okay, let me clarify. I'm talking like sun is just getting like sun is about to set.
Oh, okay, that's
So
not at
like
night
you
though.
finish your walk and like it's nighttime.
Oh, okay, then so like what
So like maybe you're
like
like you're
5:15 is like sunset and
you're
you're what
leaving the
you're saying.
park and you see people coming to the park and you're like, bro,
Oh, okay.
can't you see the sun is down? Like,
Oh, okay,
what
okay,
are you
that makes
doing?
sense.
Why are you
Okay, that
coming to
makes
the
sense.
park now? But oh, anyways, let me just wrap up the work story, I guess, real quick.
Oh wait, not
We
just
got really off topic. Um, yeah, basically, long story short, I did not get let go. Um, the HR lady came and talked to me and was like, I need to see you after your shift.
oh yeah,
We
what
got
are
to
you guys
talk about
talking
your
about?
schedule. Talking about schedule changes. She was just like, do you want to work it all next week? And I was like, yes, please. And that was that.
Oh, so
So I have no idea who they were talking about, but I really hope that guy,
well, no,
I really hope the homeboy they were talking about doesn't get let go.
well,
So,
well,
or who
okay.
else they texted.
You like the place you work at sounds like we had another friend that worked there.
Hmm.
Not Luke, Nick. We had another friend that he worked there for quite some time, and he left because he hated it so bad.
I know. I do kind of hate it too.
I was like, that's
I
why
kind of
like
hate it too. I don't
there's
know
like
why I'm still there, but like,
well money,
yeah, I need it
but I have a feeling like you could like there's other places that you could find like $15 like 15 an hour,
probably. I
and then
mean,
like you'd probably still enjoy it. Like Where I work, I get paid 15 an hour, and I enjoy it.
But you've been there for a while, and
Yeah,
like you didn't start out at that rate. You worked up to it.
yeah. But like, oh, what's this? I also kind of just enjoy it because like the members like you,
Yeah,
because like the members like they greet me like in the morning whenever there's like water aerobics class. I don't really know what it's called. It's like whenever like they do like
when the young to heart people are there.
yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, you can't say elderly anymore because you get canceled. But
Yeah, young to heart.
it's young at heart.
Oh, sorry, young at heart.
So
Yeah.
so whenever they're there, they're like they eventually they start seeing you. They start knowing your name. Like everybody knows
Hi,
my yeah, and they also like
Edward.
it's sometimes awkward whenever you're in the morning because like I'm coming in right and I'm like half asleep.
Yeah, and like maybe I don't feel like as welcomed at my job because of the hours that I had when I first started working. Because like
uh,
I was only working like on the weekends in the mornings,
mhm.
and like what person my age is gonna want to work at like from 8 to 12 in the morning?
A
Like
lot of people actually.
yeah, like you would think a lot of people, and that's kind of what I was thinking. But it was mostly just adults, and so like they're all there because that's their full time job, and
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just
because like
there for some cash.
people usually like sleep in
So
though.
I know they do.
Yeah, but
And
it's
so I
like
was like, I'm up at that time anyway, so I'll just be like, "Oh, I'm available 8 to whenever."
yeah, but like so like whenever I work in the weekends in the mornings, I like even like where I work, it's always like nice people. Like now I have a lot. I have a lot of like a lot of the directors, like managers, basically. They're so nice. So like I have this one like director. Um, he's not really my boss, but like he's one of the directors. His name is Mike, and every single morning I come in and
Shout out
go.
to Mike.
Every single morning I come in and goes like, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's the man of the hour."
Yeah, see?
He always
I
like
want to work at a job that has that kind of environment, you know
he,
what I'm
he
saying?
always does that, and he's like, it was like, "Come on, Edward, don't act like you just woke up like 30 minutes ago and now you're strolling in here." So now every now and like I actually like tried like every now actually now I walk in at work and I try to look like refreshed, and then I beat him to saying hi first now
Yeah.
because because like I felt bad before like he would try to like to get me hyped up, and I'm like, oh my god, it is early in the morning. I just woke
So
up.
the trick is to look hyped going into work so he doesn't need to hype you up. And then
Well,
whenever you go to your
it's still a
stand,
nice
you're
feeling
like,
though. Like because like I remember
made it past the
I
doors.
walked in and I'm like wiping my eye boogers out of my eyes, and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, give it up!" And then everybody's like clapping. I'm like, "Oh my god!" I was like, I felt so bad, and then like it's not like it's like that, and also it's also like my boss, and I have said this before to all like everybody. Like I have the best boss ever. Like he is so chill. Like I should like know the stuff like whenever he and I conversation, it's like insulting each other. Like like usually you could not say that to like your boss.
Yeah.
like
Well, and he's not like he's relatively young, right?
he's like 26, yeah.
Yeah, so
So he gets it. But even like people who are 26 and they're your boss, they would like some people were like
they might want to, yeah,
would be
because
an ass about
they
it. Like
want to
I'm
be
your boss.
professional or like I'm your
Listen,
yeah.
it's like he is professional, but like he still like jokes around and all that stuff. So like, actually today like well there's a point whenever in our work where we need where like in the early morning shift you need two guards because there's way too many people.
Mhm.
So he usually is coming in on the Fridays. That's what he said apparently. But so like he and I were arguing, and I said it's way too hot in this pool, like in the pool area. Like remember how I said like usually the pool area would be too hot, and I said it's way too hot here. Can we like that? I had a fan blowing at me like at max speed, and I was like sweating. And he goes like, "It feels nice. It feels nice." And I'm like, "Your ass just walked in here. Not even 5 minutes, man. You just walked
It
in
was
here."
probably cold from where he was, and he walked in and was like, "Wow, this
Well, he spent like 40
feel
minutes
pretty
in his
good."
car, warm. So like he walked in here, and like he spent like less than 2 minutes walking from his car to the building, and he goes like, "It's nice in here," and I'm like, "No, it's not. I've been in here for like 4 hours, man. Shut up! Don't tell me it's nice in here." He's like, "No, it's nice. No, it's nice." So like he walks like I'm on the other side of the pool and he's over on the other side, and he texts me on Snapchat. And he goes like, it's so warm in here. And actually, I'm gonna read it. I said something like, um,
While
I,
he's looking for that, go follow the Instagram at. I'm just gonna use this opportunity to plug because I feel like I just need to do it.
oh, okay.
Go follow the Instagram at Escape Pod.
So
And back to the story.
he goes. First off, he just randomly he'll mess with me and he'll text me hi with his Apple Watch, and then so I'll look at mine and he'll say hi, and I go, "You're so cringe. Just shut up. You're so cringe." And he goes, "Perfect temperature in here," and I'm like, "Just like always, you're wrong." And he sends me a middle finger back, and I'm like, and then that's when I thought I was like, if any boss literally said that to me, I'd be like, "Oh my god, you can't do that. You can't do that." But so I immediately looked up at him and just started laughing. And I know like one of the members was like, "What's so funny?" And I was like, "Nothing. I just found it funny. Like nothing. It's all good."
He's your boss, but he's also your friend, which is nice.
Yeah, which is like
It makes coming to work a little more enjoyable.
like honestly, like it's so enjoyable. I won't talk about it now, but like later on, maybe whenever I leave the job, because I'm like I have a feeling that I'm leaving soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like depending on there's two people if they come back to work because they're in college right now. There's two people in college right now. If they come back to work in the summer, I'll stay for the summer,
Mm-hmm.
and after that I'm done. But like if not, then I'll leave like around June or July, or
Yeah.
no, not July, like early June or like at April maybe. But but like that's what like I think I got really lucky of where I chose to work because like I found out that I would actually wouldn't I would if he didn't came in my boss I wouldn't have had a boss because they were looking for an aquatics director apparently for a long time before they landed on him. And then I was like he literally started I remember he started working a week before me, and then I came in. So he and I have been there for like the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him this: if he leaves before I get my EMT certification, I'm leaving with him. Unless I get my EMT certification, well, not now anymore. Because if I get my EMT certification and then those two people come back from working in the summer, then I'll stay in the summer. But he was like, you actually gonna leave? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes like, okay, I'm just letting you know, I'm starting something right now and then I might leave soon. And I was like, okay, just let me know when you put your 2 weeks in, so I can
So you
put
can
my
put
2 weeks
yours.
in. Because like I don't I that's what like I want to stay like as close to him as I am right now. Because like I don't think I'll ever see him again after this job. Because I have like literally in less than a year he became one of my favorite people. That was I was like this guy is like he was fun to work with, and it was like I don't know. It's just like every single like there was at one point where like I came into work. Everybody made fun of this. Like, all my coworkers made fun of me for this. I would come into work like 2 hours early just so I could talk to him. That or I would swim, obviously. That was like during the summer and like I would swim and preparing for like the swim season. But I would just come in 2 hours early and just like talk to him because I had nothing better to do at home. I was like, they're like, why should you here just like go spend your I was like, they were like, you should be at home right now, just relaxing. I'm like, what would I do at home? At home, I'm like sitting on my freaking chair just playing video games all day. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no difference than me coming here 2 hours early than being at home like just playing video games.
Yeah.
And they're like, you'd be relaxing. I'm like, but like that's the thing. I've been relaxing way too much.
Yeah.
That's why I was like coming in like to
Relatable.
get up. Okay, you can't say that.
No, like when school started and like you know we've graduated, by the way. I just
Yeah,
wanted to point that out. Like we've been saying, like our friends are in college. They went away for college. We just stayed in town.
yeah.
I just want to say that.
Well, actually, I dropped out in college, and I went to EMT school.
Yeah,
He stayed in
yeah,
college,
but
so
that's okay. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, whenever school started this year, I did have like a lot of extra free time outside of school because like my homework, like my workload wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And so like I was definitely getting bored because I would just kind of be sitting around the house and doing things. So like part of the reason why I decided to get a job was one that I kind of needed the money. I was going to start needing the money, but two, it was just something else to do with that extra bit of time that I had. And so I guess our job experiences are very different because you started your job because it's it's something that you like to do.
Well, no, my mom my mom actually forced me. It's like, you have a license now. Get your
Right, right,
ass out.
right. Yeah.
Go get a job.
And so like while you're at your job, you're socializing, you're talking, and you've got connections with people because you've been there for a while. And like at mine, I kind of just go there just to work. And like, yeah, it's nice to socialize with some people, but like the other people there, they are not there to socialize. So like, I kind of, I probably need to just find a new job at
Oh,
this point.
I just remembered something. My boss actually did work where you used to work, like in the same company, and he
Yeah,
goes like, never get a job there. Like, I
yeah,
don't
it's
care.
a
Like,
good place to shop, but
like
it is not a
I
good
don't.
place to
They go
work.
like, I don't care how much they're paying you. Don't go there. Like, you were like, you will be so miserable, and you would enjoy. Like, I
Dang,
don't
well,
remember.
I'm feeling that.
He told me about it. He goes like, because like there was a point whenever I was like trying to find a new job. Remember?
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't know where to work. And then I looked actually where you're working. And he goes like, if you leave this job to go there, I'm personally gonna find you and then drag your ass back because that is so stupid.
Yeah.
Because that place
And
is not a good
like
place
we
to work.
said, we had two friends that used to work there, and like I can totally see why they left. Like,
Well, didn't like Luke just like they told him like, no, you can't work here
no,
anymore.
no, no, I'm talking about Nick and Sam.
Nick, did Sam? When did Sam work there?
Sam worked at Target.
Oh yeah, he did. Oh shit.
Hmm.
Oh, I forgot
Luke and
about
I
that.
still work there,
Oh,
just
okay.
not as much
Oh, okay.
because they cut everybody's hours. But yeah, it is.
Wait, was
It
there
is. It's
ever?
just. It is just very. It's just very unorganized. I will say that. Like when you show up to work, usually you would think like if you're in a certain department, your department manager should find you and kind of give you a rundown of what they want you to do for your shift.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. You have to go and find them. And like yeah, you have the walkies, but like half the time when I use a walkie, nobody responds to it. So I'm like, does this thing even work? Like I can hear everybody else. It's like, oh, I'm so and so. I'm gonna take my like 15-minute break or whatever. And then the people go like, oh, okay, have a good break. And then I'm like, hey, this is Noah. I'm taking my 15.
Was like,
Dead
well,
silence.
like,
And I'm
okay,
like,
like, does that
okay,
have to
well,
do like does it have to do with how long you've been there?
that probably does.
Because
Yeah.
like there's something okay, but then you can't really like blame that on that because like
I know, man. I just want people to tell me to have a nice break, man.
I
I'm
mean,
sick of hearing everybody else get wished a nice break. Where's
well, like,
mine?
yeah, but like there's like some people who are brand new and then they usually are like, oh my god, there's a new kid, and like there's usually like that situation, so you can't really get mad at them because like you've been there for a long time.
Yeah. So that
I
was
mean,
weird. We just did it at the
like,
same time. We
if
just
you
did that.
did, you did what I told you and worked with me, you would have enjoyed yourself.
I probably would have.
Actually,
I
I
don't
don't
know. I
actually.
can't see myself as a lifeguard though. Oh,
Wow,
job drop.
I don't care. It's
But
like, what's
I
like,
guess they could put that. You said you like swim at the pool, so
well, yeah,
I
that's what I'm
guess.
saying. But like, no, but like, we're like, if you there's no that's like the stupidest thing ever. I don't like it whenever people do that. Like whenever they start like finding jobs, I did it, and then like I can't see myself doing that.
I did that definitely. I don't want to work there. I was like, I can't see myself working there.
But
I was like, oh
I was
man,
like,
like
at this
I'd be
point, like you just
embarrassed or something like that if I
like
were
right
working
now
there.
you're a young person, like you're just trying to make money. Okay,
Yeah,
unless like you're working on the corner and being a freaking hooker, I don't think it's a I don't think it's a freaking like I don't think you should be embarrassed about. Like
right.
I can't remember.
Like yeah, like if I see people from school there, I'm kind of like, oh boy, ew. But I
Well,
have
like,
no reason to do that.
yeah, but I'm like,
That's just me. That's just like, oh man, I'm working. And they're gonna see me working.
I feel like
But like, what does that matter?
that must be how like, oh, what's it called, one of our friends, like one of our friends' brother, So that
Mhm.
must be how he feels every single time I go to where you work, and then I see him every time, and he was like, "Oh my god," he's like, "Get out!" Every single time he was like, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, "I'm here to shop, man. Just leave me alone." Like he always says that. He's like, "Get
I'm
out."
here to shop, not pick on you, man. Come on, not everything's about you, man.
No, see,
Just here
the
to
thing
get
is,
some
like, he works
groceries.
at a different location also, and I go to that location sometimes to like look at the stuff that they have to like compare, and then every single time he was like, "Why are you here? Go away." She's like, "Are you following me?" I'm like, "No, I'm not."
No, man. I just
Like
come here. I just come here often.
it was like I felt bad because I was like, because like there was a one point whenever I saw him for like I saw him every week. I saw him every week for like a whole month, and I felt bad because I'm like, I keep seeing you here. I was like, I might as well work here at this point because like he said, you keep coming here right after school. Because like remember whenever I was in college, I had like my first class, I had like an hour and a half off, or like
Mhm.
an hour and a half of downtime,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to go back home because like, if I go home, that means I'm not leaving my house anymore.
Yeah.
And
No, I ugh.
I
That
didn't
is
want to do
very
that.
relatable. I
I
know I've
didn't.
said that word a
Yeah,
couple
like
times, but like
I don't get people who do
when I
that.
come home from school, I'm like, oh, bro, I don't want to go back out.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't like if I need stuff to do, I want to do it now.
Like I would go from school to do those things and then
Hmm.
finish all that up and then come home.
Yeah, because like whenever like if you're like
Does that mean we're getting old?
probably well no, because like I went to Kansas City right, and then we went Cecilia and I ate.
Hmm.
Cecilia and I like ate, and then she like we ate, and then we're like let's go back to the hotel and like relax for a bit, and then just like like to let me like let myself like because like she was like I'm full, I want to take a nap, and I'm like no, you are not taking a nap.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing that. Like if we're gonna go out, I want to do it
Like,
now.
bro, I just drove over here to see you.
Well,
We're
no,
not
no, no,
taking a nap.
no. It wasn't that because like it was my second to the last day,
Hmm.
and then we were gonna go to like the Bass Pro there, the Outdoor World, because I wanted to see it because like it looked nice.
Hmm.
And, of course, it's nicer than our
Is
Bass
that
Pro.
what does that store look like? Like from the outside?
Just a
Is it the giant pyramid?
no, no, no. That's in
No,
Tennessee, Memphis.
that's the one. Okay, that's the one that I saw or that I went to.
Yeah, yeah.
That one was insane.
I want to go to that one too. But okay, so I want to go. I was like, if we're gonna go to that, I want to go do it now, rather than wait for it. Like like
Oh, then
procrastinate
eat,
for it.
go home, take a nap,
Yeah,
like
and
go
then
go to where you're
drive.
staying, take a nap, and then leave again.
Yeah, and
Okay,
then
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, if we're just gonna do that, then I don't want to leave the hotel. I like when we go back to the hotel, I want to relax. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like that's like I never understood
Like I feel
people.
that on like when new people go on vacation too.
Yeah.
Like if you go to like Florida or something, and you go to the beach. After you're done on the beach, you're like you're out. Like I'm out of it. I'm like I got to come back to the hotel and just kind of like lay down for a little bit.
Well, like
And like if you go early enough in the day, like I've got to have like a little bit amount of time after the beach to like
okay. By the way, when you go to
recuperate.
the beach, I want to ask you this
Hmm.
because I always want to know. It's like when you go to the beach, do you go like how does your family like plan out the day? Like, do you have like a full day of the beach, like where you only go to the beach and then go somewhere else the next day? Because like, well, I remember what my mom did one time is that we went to the beach. We went there. I can't remember. I think it was like 5 days. We went there for 5 days. Um, one day we didn't like we went like for a full day. We went to the beach. The second day we went to go look at dolphins,
Yeah.
which was really nice. And then the next day we went to go. This one was kind of. I don't actually know. That wasn't it. And then the next day we went to visit one of my mom's old friends actually, and we went to visit them. And then what's it called? Like, do you guys do like you have to like have one day of just the beach?
Yeah. So uh I guess I can talk about when we went to Georgia a couple of years ago. So when we're planning out like vacation day, like vacation and like what we're gonna do each day or whatever, we do have some days where it's like whole day is the beach. Like we'll go to the beach and then we'll get something to eat alongside the beach, and then just go back. So we either have full days of going to the beach, or like it's like we did that for Georgia, and then like a couple of days later we would go and like visit some museums, or like visit, like there was like a giant lighthouse there, whatever. You could walk up and go all the way
Hmm.
to the top and look out through that. We would go out and do things
Wait, this was in
first.
Georgia.
Yeah,
What
Tybee Island,
did
Georgia.
you guys go to like was it a military base?
Yeah, we did go to one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's weird. Um, so yeah, like we would go and do things before that, and then if the beach was, kind of uh incorporated into that
Yeah.
uh uh, uh
Set up our system.
what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, activity,
Yeah.
like activities for the day. It would always be at the end, be at the
Hmm.
end of the day. So you do everything first, and then get something to eat, then go back to the hotel, and then go out to the beach. So
I
it would be so I guess, yeah,
I've
full
noticed
day
this
or kind of like towards the end of the day.
for me. Like, well, I don't. Okay, ever since I got COVID, I can never like I've said this so many times to everybody. It sounds like a broken record. Is that I can never smell the salt of the beach. Like I can never smell it anymore.
Hmm.
You know? Well, I haven't been there in a while, so like the next time I get a chance to go, I'm gonna go. I have a feeling that I won't smell the beach like how I used to anymore. Like usually, like if we're like 10 miles away, right, and I roll down the windows in a car, I can usually like pick it up right when I'm like we're
Right,
near the
and that might
beach.
not just be you. That might just be like the beach in general. Like I don't
No,
know,
but like
with everything
it's
going
like it was
on.
everywhere. Like before COVID happened and we went to the beach, I can smell it like far out, and I'm like I can smell it. We're close.
Hmm.
And then because I remember because like what's it called? Whenever I lived in the Philippines, my cousin usually like made fun of me one time. They're like, "You're weird. How could you just smell it like that? You're making it up." And I'm like, "No, I can smell it. Like we're close." And I was right, obviously. But like I like I wouldn't say
Obviously,
10 miles. I would say like 4 or 3 miles. The
like,
ten
bro,
miles is kind of far, but like,
you got a crazy nose.
but like now, like after COVID, I was like, I can't smell it. I was so sad, and I was like,
Right, like I don't remember which one of our friends, but whenever they got COVID, they said for months and months afterwards that like they still couldn't like taste some things, like they still couldn't smell some things.
I will say, it's like some food like doesn't taste the same anymore.
So like yeah, like was that like did that affect something permanently or what? Like I
Like
haven't read anything up on that because like
like
COVID has
my
obviously
mom's
died down, but
like one of my mom's favorite like one of my mom's like my mom's cooking like
yeah,
food that she usually makes is like one of my favorites. It's actually adobo. It doesn't taste the same anymore.
yeah. So I guess
But like
did COVID
but
alter
like
taste
but
buds?
like
Is the
it
question.
also tastes the same. Like it tastes the same, but it doesn't. You know, like does that make sense? Like there's a slight difference that like it doesn't like.
I think I can understand what you're saying. I never got COVID, like thank God,
But
but
like to me, I still enjoy the food. You know, like whenever I eat it, it still tastes good. But like
mhm.
there's a difference. Like when my mom's spaghetti, there's a difference. Like a lot of food that I've
These
eaten.
weird arms are heavy and bumping on the sweater.
Shut up.
Mom's spaghetti.
No, because like any other food, like a burger doesn't like an old burger, like a McDonald's burger doesn't taste the same to me anymore. Like a lot of the stuff I have had change. Man, we have not had like
Bro,
a specific topic.
McDonald's burger. Let's not even get into McDonald's food, dude.
What? What? Like, is something wrong? Well,
No, just
actually,
like of how much it's changed. Just
well, yeah, it's
some
depressing now.
good, some bad. It's pretty
I
depressing.
saw a post that like how somebody said McDonald's literally grew up and got depressing because remember how it used to be like red and yellow and super colorful,
Yeah, now the
and now it's
buildings are
like
all
black and
like
like just the.
black and white
And I'm
or
like,
like gray bricks or whatever.
yeah, I was like, it's like, I mean, it looks like it looks slick, but I kind of miss like the old
Yeah,
colorfish
the
looking.
old red and white.
Cause
Same
like,
with the play places too. They kind of took those out of all the like fast food places that you could go into after COVID.
well, yeah,
They just never brought them back.
there's still one I know. It's like it's the one across Barnes and Noble. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that one still has a play place,
yeah.
but I don't think
Like
anybody would.
Chick-fil-A had a play place, but that
Did
just
they?
yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, they
But
did.
now it's just a like a storage unit for almost all of them. Like the one around here and then the one by school.
Yeah, I would say I would confess something. I didn't have The first time I ever had a Chick-fil-A was when we had lunches in freshman year
At the band
for
trip.
band trip. That was the first time I ever
Really?
had Chick-fil-A. I'd never had Chick-fil-A before that.
Dang. Back when I used to do karate on Tuesdays, we would always go to Chick-fil-A afterwards because it was like the Tuesdays would be like the event nights, it's like for the kids.
Mhm.
And so like you'd have like the balloon artists or like the people doing the magic like the magic tricks walking around and like the face painting and stuff. They don't do any of that anymore. And it's so
Oh,
sad.
oh, okay.
Like, oh, I
Well,
miss that stuff, man. Even though like I would, I don't know. It doesn't
we
matter to
we
me
we sound
anymore,
like
but like
super freaking old right now.
I know, but like it just it makes us feel old because like if you think back and you're like, well, what did I do before quarantine? Like I have to seriously sit here and think like what was normal for like me or like for our family to do? Like what would we go out and do and not have to worry about like staying 6 feet away from everyone
Well, we
or
don't have to
wearing
worry
masks?
we don't have to worry about it as much anymore as
I
now.
know, but like nothing ever went back to being how it was beforehand. You know what
Well,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
like yeah, that was kind of a given though. Like it was gonna change.
I know. It's just sad.
Like I don't
R.I.P.
know, but like there's a lot of stuff that I can't I can't get mad at, like I can't complain about quarantine because I know I was like very fortunate to have um everybody close to me, like nobody like sadly passed away from COVID. You
Hmm.
know, I was very fortunate about that. And I feel bad for everybody who had that, but like for me, I kind of like so for me whenever quarantine hit, I needed it because like it was I like away from me, like this step away from everything. Because that was sophomore year. And that
Yeah.
was like the worst year of my life. Like I was like not okay mentally. Like I was depressed. It was like it was bad. And
Hmm.
then I remember like I remember like whenever it happened, it kind of just like I was like, oh my god, thank goodness. Like I
Right.
almost I can't
Right. And like with
I can't tell my
and like
mom this, but
yeah, but um like with all the schoolwork too, like that was all on the students and up to the students and it was really like testing, whether you were responsible enough to like do your own work. And I know like most people definitely were just like, man, I don't gotta do this.
yeah, I should yeah I did. I'll admit that.
But me,
No, like I'll
me,
admit
I
that. Like
guess.
whenever like it started, like whenever they did the schoolwork, I'm like, man, screw that. I'll
I would
like
like
photomath
I'd
everything.
like watch my teacher's lessons, be like, here's what you need to do for the day.
I'm
And I'd
like,
be like, okay, cool. And I'd get all my homework done. I'd be like, yay, I did it.
I remember
Made me feel accomplished.
I
But then
remember like
it's
how
like,
it was funny because like a week extra for spring break, and then they went, let's go online,
yeah.
and then and then online went to like and like until this day, and then they
Yeah.
extended
That
it
was
like
the year I went to Tennessee. I came back from Tennessee and it was like, everybody's shut down. We're all locked down. And I'm like, bro, what happened?
it was
Why is
like
everybody buying 5 packs of toilet paper at
okay
once?
that was so stupid. That was so stupid. I didn't get that part. But like it was on like they go like online till this day and we'll come back to school. School is shut down, you're gonna be online. Forget online, you're done. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't do a single work,
towards the
man.
end of May, it was just like, all right, we're gonna stop.
Did we even reach May? Did we reach May?
I thought we did.
I don't
I don't
remember.
remember, I don't remember either.
I don't think we did.
If I knew my actually no, our school emails got deleted. It's like I can't log into like my Google Classroom or whatever. Because that's where all of like the videos were uploaded because Canvas wasn't a thing yet.
Oh yeah, true.
So
Well like the oh my god. All I know is like I I I kinda enjoyed quarantine for a while. Cause like I it was easy for me because I had like friends to talk to and play games with the whole entire time.
mhm.
That was easy. That was like
It was
enjoyable.
also a test to see who was really your friend. Yeah, let
The
me
only
just say
honestly the
that.
only time I ever saw anybody was at a mowed the yard. That was the only time I ever saw somebody. And I never saw you mow the yard. I always saw your dad mow the yard.
Yeah.
And I was waiting. I was like,
I always thought it was funny, like when like because everybody was going out for walks when that happened. Like even
Yeah.
though you were, uh, encouraged to stay in your house, like people just were kind of going outside and walking. And I would always see there was this like group of ladies that would set up lawn chairs in the pool parking lot in like a giant circle, like on a Wednesday every week, and they would all sit there to like talk and gossip and whatever. It was so funny. You would just walk by and see them all like with their cars parked out and like the backs of their cars up,
Oh,
just
okay,
sitting in
okay.
their
That's
chairs.
kind of that's kind of nice.
I know it was just funny. Like it was like a little like community
I did.
community group or like community I don't know, like just talk session.
I didn't step on my driveway the whole quarantine until one of our friends like her sister, like it was her year her sister was graduating.
Hmm.
um they were like we didn't have today would have been prom, but like they drove around seeing everybody in their houses, and then
Yeah,
she came to the
they
house.
never got a prom, did they?
No, they never did.
That's
That
unfortunate.
was really, I actually posted. Do you remember me posting about it, something on TikTok about, or no, on my Snapchat story I saw on TikTok about it, and then
It was like the Coco meme.
yeah, it was a Coco
It
meme, and
was
it's
him
like
putting the other piece of the paper together, and it was like the class of 2020.
missing prom.
Yeah, the class of 2020 missing prom is like a blank white
Yeah,
screen.
and then then my friend like who's now, I think he's now in Texas, uh playing for the band, and then he was like, "Why the fuck would you have to remind me of that? That was so depressing. That would have been the year I had a date for prom too." And he was like, I was like, "I'm sorry, man, but I thought it was funny." And I
It
clowned it.
was funny. You can't
I
decide.
was like,
You can't
imagine
decide
not
not
having a
to.
prom, bro. I feel bad for people that actually no,
It's.
I
I
could
feel like it's something that everybody needs
at
to
least
go
experience.
to at least once.
Hmm.
Like I don't. I had a blast going to mine. It was so much fun. I loved how it was it was like just a huge open floor instead of just in the high school gym,
Hmm.
and like you could walk around and like go to
Well,
different areas and
I,
whatever.
our prom was kind of boring in my opinion. I found it boring. Like our prom, I found it boring.
You left kind of early. You didn't stay for the whole
I
thing.
didn't say, well, no, we were nearing the end, the whole thing,
Yeah.
and then we went to somebody else's house. Me and Cecilia went to somebody else's house, and then
Oh.
we are like we had a party there. I didn't really enjoy that part. That like if they that's gonna be bad, because if they hear it and they'll be like,
The after
you didn't
party.
you don't enjoy our house ever, and I'm like, look, okay, let me clear it up. I didn't enjoy it because like I just like it, I was tired.
Yeah.
I,
No, you can totally say that. You were just out of it.
I was
You
out
had
of it.
just spent like the past 5 hours taking pictures and then walking around hanging
Hey,
out with the.
I didn't do a lot of pictures. No, I made it specifically clear. That was like Cecilia and I would she and I would be doing
I know. I
pictures.
loved your guys' pictures, by the way.
Oh,
The
thank
the
you.
goofy pictures
Yeah,
up by
that's literally our whole entire
the
relationship.
church or whatever outside the church.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then took a picture with Tyler, uh, and Sam, and was it you?
No, no, I think it was Nick. It was Mr. Sutton.
Yeah, with Mr. Sun. Uh,
Shout out to Mr. Sutton.
yeah, we took a picture like right outside. Like as soon as we saw him, like we have to go, let's go take a
Yeah.
picture, and we rushed him. It's like,
Yeah, no,
Sam,
because
we
he
have
would.
to take a picture.
I think Mr. What was his name?
Oh,
Mr.
it was just
Fletcher
me,
was
Sam,
out
and
there, or Mr. Hickey, Mr. Fletcher, and Mr. Sutton were all kind of like directing everyone of where to go because the parking lot wasn't in front of the building; it was
yeah, it
like
was it.
towards the
Well,
side.
no, the parking lot was in front of the building, but the one in front of the building was already full,
Oh,
because there's like a
yeah.
lot of teachers
Thank you.
parking lot and like a couple of students.
Yeah,
And then when we went inside, that's whenever like I did like a lot of photo shoots. Um,
those
by the
were
way,
fun.
whoever voted for the Met Gala, I'm still I don't care if it's almost a year. By the way, whoever picked the Met Gala for our like freaking theme, you suck.
Like, what kind of theme was that?
That was
That was like a. That was
ass.
like a. Like that. There was
The
no
good part
theme.
that it
There
was
was no
not good
theme.
unless like we picked like some fairy tale theme. That would have been nice. Like, okay, for the people who decorated the prom, it was still very nice. I did enjoy the decorations, whoever did that. But next time, guys, in the next life, let's not pick
Like I guess
fucking
the
Met
Met
Gala.
Gala was supposed to be like a more formal, even though prom is like the most formal dance out of the three.
Yeah,
They just wanted to make it even more
well, no, they
formal.
wanted it to be like, no, they were like, oh yeah, this would be like It's gonna be like Kim Kardashian. I'm like, bitch, none of you are gonna
Yeah.
turn up like Kim Kardashian.
Everybody's gonna show up wearing crazy clothing. Heck no,
It's
dude.
like who you know is
I
like
just spent over how much money on a tux or whatever. I'm gonna wear this thing. You can't tell me to wear some like random bootleg colored like
I
bright
want
pink,
to tell you a secret.
bright pink,
The
bright neon blue
the
suit.
pants that came for what's it called? The pants that came for my what's it called? For my tux
Hmm.
ripped on the day of prom.
Oh, yeah. You told me that.
And I had to wear like the black dress pants that I wore for band concerts for like any and then actually I was actually happy about that because like I didn't feel comfortable in those pants. And when I
Yeah.
put on the black dress pants, when I put that on, I was like, "Oh my god." I was so happy.
Yeah.
It still looked all right.
Yeah, like
But like
no, I
I
didn't know. Like if you didn't say anything, nobody would have noticed.
I remember like I stepped in my mom's car and I went zip rip and I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me." I was
Yeah,
mad and I told Cecilia and she goes like, "You should return it." And I was like, "Yeah, I should return it." Never return it. That
didn't.
ripped pants is still with my tux or with
Oh,
still with my like with my whole entire like
did you buy yours? Did you rent yours? I rented
I
mine.
bought mine.
I kind of wish I bought it. Actually, no. I kind of wish I bought the the color vest and tie that I had. That like dark maroon color.
The my mom and I only bought the blazer
Oh,
and I
okay.
think the
Because I already had a suit that we had to use for, or that I bought for senior pictures,
and
and
then
then I just rented a like an actual tux.
we couldn't. I wish I would. The one thing I would change about the one I was wearing is the vest. I was just kind of. I think I wish it was purple, but I still kind of like the gray vest and the purple thing.
You didn't? Did you have any purple?
Yeah, my bow tie.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only
I was
purple
like,
thing.
I swear you did have purple.
That's why I like. I wanted more purple in
Yeah.
my
Well,
dress.
like
Not
mine,
my dress, my suit.
my shirt, pants, shoes, and uh blazer were all black, and it was my vest and my tie. Those were the only things that like matched the color of uh uh
Your date's dress.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's well like
And so like you like if I had my like my jacket buttoned up, you couldn't really see the dark red that much. And so like
no the those the. I wish. Where did you guys go for pictures by the way? Where was that? Cause like I
we
keep
went down to the place that I always call the wrong name. Uh
Old Town St. Charles.
yeah, Main Street, St. Charles.
Where? Oh, that's where that was.
Yeah, the huge group photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we went.
Oh
We
man.
walked that
Actually, I'm glad I didn't
whole
go.
area by the riverfront. It was packed, dude.
Yeah,
It was
you know, no, no.
crazy.
That's why, like, I told Cecilia, like, Cecilia made a
There was
pact.
like hundreds of people
Yeah,
there.
Cecilia and I made a pact, and they said we wouldn't go to where everybody would be taking pictures. That we wouldn't go to Newtown. We wouldn't go to like Old Town St. Charles. We wouldn't go to like any freaking park because it would be so packed. That's why I was like,
Hmm.
she and I will do pictures, and then we'll go.
Yeah, and like we took some pictures before we left, and like I love those pictures. Um, but like
I
there was nothing wrong with like the pictures that we took at the other place, or like at Old Town
St.
whatever.
Charles.
Yeah, Old Town St. Charles. And I was I really love that when we were headed there, Sam and Tyler sent me a message and they were like, "You guys going anywhere for pictures?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Can we tag along?" And I was
All
like,
right.
"Yeah,
Oh,
sure."
that explains them being. I was like, why are they at?
Yeah, I guess I really never had to explain it. Yeah.
The,
So I was like, "Yeah, like just come on down and I'll just call me when you get here and we'll find you."
the thing I really wish that I kind of wish though is that I went.
Sam was dripping with his
I wish, dude.
cane and his fedora.
Bro, Sam. Like, I'm sorry, but like Sam just looks good in red. Like
Yeah.
that's his color.
All three of us wore red.
Yeah,
We didn't
you.
even know.
I was like, I actually I never told Sam and Tyler this, but I thought they were a date because they were
Yeah.
like, I'm like, you guys are wearing the same colors. You might as well be a date. But like, Sam just looks good in red. But I wish I was with Sam, Tyler, and well, I wish Nolan and Sully didn't go, but I wish they.
I wish they did.
I don't. They were never gonna go. Like they find that kind of stuff stupid.
I know, but like
Well,
I just wish they was
in
gone.
some case, in like some way, it is kind of stupid. But like, it's in my opinion, for me, it was like it's senior year. I had a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I had a date. I'm going. You know, it was like I'm gonna take it, and then I'm like I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
Like it was but I was like, I don't know. I wish they were with me though for the pictures. Like, I wish
Yeah.
they were
Like at
by
least
me.
dressed up for the pictures just so you could have them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I was like they could be with me and Nick as well because like I don't that I still can't get over that freaking prom picture where like he's like out in the side where he was like he looks like he just
Yeah.
hey I'm here.
Yeah. I even was like, dude, because we were taking like a goofy picture, and I was like, dude, scoot in. He was like, I'm good. And I was like, what? I was like, maybe that was the goofy thing he was going for, was the awkwardness of how far away he was from the group in the picture. But
I don't get him. I don't get him. To just say, um, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. The last time I talked to him was whenever he asked about the EMT school
oh
because I
yeah,
think that's what he wants to do. So
oh,
I
that's
don't know.
cool.
Do we have what's her like agenda for this podcast? Like
What do you mean? Oh, so yeah, I guess we can kind of wrap it up.
we have not talked. Well, yeah,
Um,
we have not like we have more things
no,
to
like
talk
I've got an
about.
idea of like what to like, put in the description or put as a
Like
title for the first episode.
like eventually we're gonna start adding segments
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
So
movie ratings and like we could talk about movies and all that stuff.
yeah,
By the way, anybody, I this is a hot take. A lot of people will not agree with me. I think the Ant-Man movie was okay.
yeah, I think we all can agree it was good. It was missing a little something, something,
No, you hated it.
but
You did
what?
not. You said this movie sucked. That's what you said.
Yo, hold on. He's gaslighting me. Hey, hey, hey,
No, no,
what are
no,
you
no, no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no, no, no.
What are you talking
You
about?
said it was not a good movie. That's
No,
what
I
you
did
said.
not.
Yes, you
Pull up
did.
the proof. Where?
There was no proof. It was a conversation
Where?
between you and
It
Cecilia.
was bad because Louise wasn't in the movie. Spoiler alert! Oh my god. Spoiler alert. Let's wrap this up.
All
We'll
right,
save
all right,
this
all right.
for moving rating. But yeah.
Eventually we'll get a camera and you guys can see us talk. But for now, audio because budget cuts. But we'll get into it. Hey, we're gonna start GoFundMe, please support us.
We may or may
Every
not start
dollar
one.
counts, please.
I don't know. We'll think about that. But yeah,
But
future podcasts, we'll start adding more segments. We'll have special guests too. So hit us up if you want to be
want to be in it?
in an episode. Yeah.
Yeah. But
But we'll be posting. I'll be trying to post these episodes
at least weekly.
weekly. I'm not sure what day yet.
Mhm.
Thinking probably Wednesday, middle of the week. So
Yeah.
we'll see if I stick to that.
So yeah, so you can escape on what you are doing.
You can escape from all the
Taking a
stressful things in your
break.
life. Take a break.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to see two
Chill with us for an
dudes who
hour of your
peaked in high
time.
school talk about what they did for
Put
the
us on in
rest.
the background while
You do your
you're
homework.
doing something else, doing
Yeah.
some homework or whatever.
But you guys have a great day. And
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. I gotta say that.
and then go Jake Paul this weekend.
I didn't even know that was happening this
Yeah,
weekend. But
I think it's this weekend. He's fighting Tommy
all
Fury.
right. Peace out, everyone. Thank you for
Bye.
listening, and we will see you next time.